Today, many of us are going to experience an abundance of blessings. Sitting in our warm and heated homes, some of us travel miles and miles to get to our destination safely in our functional vehicles. Sitting around a table with our family, filling our bellies with a warm, home-cooked meal and all the fixins. But the question is, are we going to give thanks? We're in this holiday that highlights the blessings. But for many of us, those are just an everyday experience in the country that we live. And how often do we fail to give thanks? It reminds me of a story in Luke chapter 17 where Jesus is passing through the region of Galilee and Samaria. And there are 10 lepers standing afar off, and they're begging for mercy and for healing. And Jesus heals 10 lepers. He doesn't touch them, doesn't say anything special over them. He just tells them to fulfill the law and go and reveal themselves to the priest. And on their way to the priest, 10 lepers were healed, but only one of them comes back and expressed thanksgiving to Jesus. In verse 15, it says, "And one of them, when he saw that he was healed, returned and with a loud voice glorified God, fell down on his face at his feet, giving him thanks. He was a Samaritan. And so Jesus answered and said, Were there not 10 cleansed? But where are the 9? And so we can almost hear the sound of disappointment in Jesus' voice as he asked the question, where are the 9? Maybe they thought they didn't have to go back and give thanks. He already knows I'm thankful. I don't want to go back and say it. Or I'll just say it later. Or maybe they weren't thankful. It's hard to tell. But one of them recognized that Jesus had healed them. And he rightfully goes back and expressed thanksgiving to Jesus. And so on a day where we celebrate the gifts, like the 9, so many of us will fail to give thanks to the giver. Which are we more like? The 9 who failed to give thanks, or the one who comes back and expresses thanksgiving?